Hey guys, what's up? My name is Wheels, and today I just want to talk a little bit about Black Ops 2 and give my opinions on it and ask you guys what do you think of it, because I think this could be potentially the best Call of Duty to date. This gameplay is a bit of sniping with the DSR on cargo. It's not very good, but it's there. I mean, the reason I think it's the best Call of Duty is because they've added so many things, like the new way you can choose what happens in single player, the new transit and grief mode in zombies, and all the new things they've added to the multiplayer. Jeez, my voice is quite sore. Anyway, single player, I mean, the way you can choose like who lives and who dies and all that kind of stuff is, you know, much better than previous CODs where, you know, I played them once and then that was it and I'd never go back to them, you know. But now, you know, that I played it once and I probably got the worst ending in the whole game. I think nearly everybody died in it. So I'm probably going to play that a couple more times till I'm a little bit more satisfied. The only thing is now, where does the game go from here? You know, we kind of don't know because there are so many endings. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that the next Call of Duty or next Black Ops 3 or whatever it's going to be is going to be taking off from where Black Ops 2 left, you know, where the best ending for Black Ops 2 left, Black Ops 2 ended in, you know, because it could even, you know, take off from one of the worst endings, you know, even the one that I got, you never know. But I think it's a really good idea, and I hope they do it in the next Call of Duty or Modern Warfare 4 or whatever it's going to be. Zombies is good. I sort of miss the classical zombies, you know, the World of War and Black Ops where there was the World of War and the Black Ops, because, you know, there was dogs and there was traps and there was teleporters, you know, it was really fun. Transit is alright, but Transit's mainly just one big Easter egg, and the survival modes aren't, you know, great because there are no traps and dogs, I mean, and there aren't even any little Easter eggs, and then this, you know, they're okay. I'm really hoping that to be some more classical zombies like Black Ops in the next pack. Grief is okay. The only problem with Grief is that there aren't a lot of good players in it, so it doesn't last very long. I mean, I've played about 10 games in total, I'd say, and I don't think any of them made it past round 10, because they're not very good at it, you know. But it's fun. It's fun. Multiplayer, I mean, they've added so many things to multiplayer. It's probably my favorite multiplayer. Sniping is one of my favorite things. I mean, sniping is so crisp and clean. I mean, there's tracers in it, and, you know, that's the first for Call of Duty, and, you know, tracers just, they look brilliant. And there's no you know, like in Modern Warfare 3 there was what's called the Barrett, and that was, I hated that sniper because, you know, there was a lot of spamming of it. Quickscoping, I haven't seen a lot of quickscopers, and I love quickscope. I'm not great at it in this game yet. I'll surely get good at it, but you know, I think it's probably the best sniping in any Call of Duty to date. This new pick 10, I think it's brilliant because usually I'm not very good at lethals, except for C4. C4 is the only lethal I used, but I didn't like using it because usually I'd only go for gold guns, and, you know, you have to use your gun instead of using your lethal all the time. But the new pick 10, I mean, it's brilliant because it sort of promotes commandos as well as this, other things like, you know, pistols only and rocket launchers only, and I mean, it's a lot of fun really, isn't it? I mean, there's added so many new things like slug shotguns and 3-round burst SMGs and select fire. That's a lot better. I wish there was a select fire for the M16 in Black Ops or even Modern Warfare 3 or all Call of Duty really. Riot Shields, I mean, that's sort of after being buffed, I guess you could call it, if you could deploy it, even though I don't really deploy it a whole lot. And crossbow, the crossbow is better, even though all the explosives I think being nerfed, all rocket launchers and the crossbow, maybe not grenades, but they've all been nerfed, and that's sort of disappointing. It makes them harder to get gold now. There are some problems with the game. I mean, the maps, they're not all great. The only map I like is Cargo and Carrier. They're my two favourite maps really, because they're just sniping really, long range sniping. Another thing that is annoying is the shock charges. They're a bit overpowered for objective gameplay. They're very good when you're playing search and destroy, and you know, you can easily wash the bomb with one of them. But they're good for when I go commando run. I find them really handy. I mean, if you shock somebody with that, they're down for like 3 seconds, and that's enough time to go at them. I find it's the only way to go commando running, because knifing is so derpy really, because there is no lunge in it. You know, I mean, you might see a bit in this gameplay where I was trying to knife the guy and it took me 10 times to actually hit him with it. But anyway, another thing that's annoying is the war machine and the new score streaks. I mean, I thought the game was, they were taking out noob tubes altogether, but I was wrong, and you know, that's even worse than any noob tube they could have ever put into the game. Worse than any secondary rocket launcher or whatever. The only thing I miss from Modern Warfare 3 is probably the way you could choose your score streaks from what class you had. Like, it's, you know, in Black Ops 2, when I'm sniping, I like to go with the smaller kill streaks, because, you know, I usually don't do very good. But if I was using an SMG or assault rifle or whatever, you know, I'd want to go for the higher kill streaks, like the low star. And you know, why did they have to take that out? That was a brilliant thing in Modern Warfare 3. The other thing was to go the specialist bonuses and the support. I mean, obviously they can go fuck off, but you know, they should really be keeping things like that. Pause. But anyway, these are all my opinions, and you know, maybe you disagree with me with some of these things, like you think that the campaign was shite, or that sniping isn't as good, or that you hate this select class because there's a lot of commando runners, which I don't think there's a whole lot of commando runners. Or maybe you think all the maps are brilliant. But I'd like to hear from you guys, and so leave a comments below. If you like the video, leave a like or a rating or whatever. Any interaction with the video would be hugely appreciated, and I hope you enjoyed. See you.